What is up guys, this is Zypha here, welcome back to my channel. So yeah, we are finally making the video I've been promising since about a month ago now. I did actually first mention this at the end of my Return to Rainbow Six Siege video, or my revisit video in other words, and I did also mention this last video, but we're finally making it, and as you can see in this video, we are using some Dead by Daylight gameplay for a change, which I thought would be kind of nice instead of just using, you know, COD gameplay or whatnot. So hopefully you guys don't mind that, but obviously before we get into this video, I want to quickly make a disclaimer once again, like I mentioned in last video. This is not me here to moan and talk about my demotivation with YouTube, because I've done that enough on this channel and I think you guys have probably had enough of it the same way I have. But this video is generally an important one and I really would love it if you guys could watch to the very end and then maybe leave your 2 cents in the comment section, because I'd really love to know what you guys think about all of this. It's honestly just a video for me to talk about my ideas for this channel, my lack of ideas thereof as well, and also where to go with it and which one I should stick with, what content type I should stick with, what niche I should stick with, that kind of thing. So please make sure to watch to the end. If every one of you watching this could leave a comment, that would be very, very much appreciated. I mean, honestly, I'd be surprised if I get any comments. I mean, my channel is practically dead at this point, which obviously doesn't come as a surprise. I don't post enough. I haven't been very active in the past year, but if you do see this, please watch to the end. Please leave a comment. It would greatly help out. But we're going to get into it without further ado. Hopefully this isn't any longer than 10 minutes, because I can already imagine this video's concept, let alone, is probably tedious sounding, so I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. But we're going to get straight into it and we're going to talk about FPS games, the very genre that I founded my channel upon. So at the moment, I have to say I don't have a very wide palette for FPS games. I only really go on Call of Duty and maybe Rainbow Six Siege once in a blue moon. I don't really play an awful lot of FPS games anymore, which I don't know if that's just me being close-minded, maybe just not doing enough research, or if I've just sort of started to lose interest in the genre. Just thinking about that kind of is a bit saddening, because I've always loved FPS games for so many years now. I feel like just to drop that would be a very weird thing to do, and just to go into some other kind of game genre. Maybe that would be the right thing to do for me, maybe that would be the healthier option, but I just don't know many FPS games nowadays that really bring me joy and interest in playing them. I just don't really get that now. Call of Duty, I have generally enjoyed for most of it. I mean, I've not played many of the installments anyways, but out of the ones I have played, I have enjoyed most of them. I just haven't been liking Cold War or Vanguard in the last year. Like, neither of those games have piqued my interest whatsoever. I feel like they're so lackluster in the grand scheme of things. Like, they just seem to be so lacking and dead. And I don't know if that's just me, but I just don't really get an awful lot of motivation to play on them. And when I do go on them, I don't really enjoy them that much. I think it's pretty evident that a lot of people didn't like Vanguard. I mean, it had a 40% decrease in sales. That is fucking terrible. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like with Siege, I don't think I played that at all since my revisit video, which is kind of crazy. I think I might have only played it once or twice since I revisited it, which when I first got it back, it seemed all like, oh yeah, this is a completely changed game. This is going to be really fun for my channel. I really want to return to it. Now I just see it the same way as I did before when I was getting bored of it, but it's just a different season. That's literally all it is to me now. I just don't really get the urge to go on it anymore. And also, I don't feel like the game is very popular still. Like, even though I thought, oh, maybe, yeah, well, it's still popular, it still gets viewers, but it's not enough to grow a channel, I don't think. I feel like Siege now is just kind of just shit. I don't know. It doesn't pique my interest, and I feel like it's not very popular anymore. So I highly doubt that I will go back to that. But with COD, I feel like maybe I might end up going back to it. That's, let's say, if Modern Warfare 2 is a success. I don't know, but at the moment, Vanguard and Cold War, I just don't like them at all, and I feel like they're just so rushed and shit, and I just don't have any interest in playing them. That's just how it is. But yeah, whilst we're at it, I just wanted to quickly talk about montages, which obviously are one of the most popular types of gaming content on this channel. I feel like they're the ones that I've always had the most motivation to make, and generally done the best. They've performed the best in terms of support. Now, I'm just going to quickly say it. I'm just going to put it out there. I feel like Rainbow Six Siege just doesn't look good for montages. It's too slow, too tactical, doesn't flow as nicely. Call of Duty, I feel, flows really nicely for montages. Problem being, though, like I've already said, I don't really enjoy the games at the moment. I feel like the last 2 installments anyway of Call of Duty have been pretty shit, and therefore I don't have a lot of motivation to go on and get clips. And if you don't know, sniping is very difficult now. I mean, it's always been quite a difficult skill to master, but sniping has just become so much more difficult in the last 2 COD games, maybe in the last 3, because it's become such a meta now where people just camp or they just use SMGs and assault rifles to get all their kills because it's easy. I don't know. I feel like it's really hard to get sniper kills now, or keep a consistent kill streak, which is why I don't really get clips an awful lot, considering the fact I barely go on COD in general. But with montages, I enjoy them. I'd probably make my entire main channel, this whole main channel, dedicated to montages, but the problem is they don't incorporate enough of your personality. It's literally just clips and music slapped together, add some fancy edits, whatever, and that's all it is really. That's all a montage is. They look cool, but they just don't implement enough of your personality, which I would like to put more of my personality out on my channel than just music over gameplay. And another thing about montages is if I was to get big enough to make money, something I've wanted to be able to do since a very young age. I've always wanted to make YouTube into a career since I was probably like 7 or 8 years old. And yeah, I feel like if I was to do montages, that would greatly debilitate my chances of being able to make money. Like, I wouldn't be able to get any sort of payoff for my videos because for the most part, montages are copyrighted, unless you obviously use non-copyright music, which generally speaking is quite boring. I don't think a lot of people like non-copyright music montages. They just don't seem as cool. I don't know. I feel like copyrighted music is always better, but that obviously has its drawbacks because you cannot make money out of copyrighted videos, and that's just how it is. So I would make montages, but I don't know if I'd just change my content up as I reach 1,000 or after I've reached 1,000, or if I'd just do montages as an every so often thing. But that would obviously mean I'd have to be posting something else in between the montages, which is kind of where my problem lies because I just don't know what to post at the moment in FPS games or gaming in general. But yeah, now we've mentioned montages, I wanted to ask you guys what niche you think I should stick with, because with FPS games, I would probably play COD if it wasn't so shit at the moment. That's like the only game that really comes to mind. But if I was to play COD, I feel like I'd make tutorials or news content. But quick news flash, my brother does the exact same thing. My brother literally makes tutorials and topic and news content. That's literally what his channel is. And considering that I'm his twin brother, yeah, you can see the problem. It's just gonna look like I'm being leechy and lazy and I'm just copying his entire channel niche, which I don't want to do. I don't want to copy him. But at the end of the day, those are literally the only few things that really seem to be popular in the COD community on YouTube. And also they're the only ones that seem to pique my interest. Maybe, you know, making a tutorial every now and then, or maybe making a news or update video, but I don't want to copy him. You know, I don't want to do that because it just looks leechy. So I don't know. If you guys have any ideas on what I could do with FPS, if that's what you want me to stick with on this channel, then let me know. If you think I should just ride it out doing montages until 1,000 and then maybe switch it up a bit, let me know. Maybe I just need to give it some time, and then maybe when the new COD game comes out this year, which is Modern Warfare 2, I believe, hopefully if that's a success, that will bring more life to my channel. Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna now move on to horror games and Dead by Daylight. I just lumped them into the same category, really, just to shorten this video. But yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, horror games. If you don't know me, I am a very big horror fan. Probably a fanboy, you could say. But I really do like horror games. One of the main issues with posting that type of content is, for one, I don't know what you guys would think about it, whether you guys want me to post horror games, or if you just would rather me save that kind of thing for Halloween. But I would love to make them. I just don't want you guys to randomly wake up one morning and see me posting random gaming videos on horror and shit like that and then be like, what the fuck is this? You know, I don't want you guys to be confused, and I don't want to lose a mass amount of subscribers and viewers from changing my content drastically without any, you know, sort of given notice, you know? A main issue, and I know this is going to sound so petty, but being on console is one of the biggest disadvantages, because if I was to go ahead with this, say if you guys did want me to make horror game videos, I'm still going to be held back slightly because I'm on console, and obviously we all know console doesn't look as good generally for gameplay as PC does, but that's not what I'm on about. The main issue is that with console horror games, or most games in general that like come out on PC first, they don't arrive to Xbox or console in general for months, sometimes years. Like, they take ages to get added to Xbox, which is really bad because if you're on PC, you can get them on Steam when they come out and when they're actually popular and relevant, so you can actually make videos on them at the time, which is obviously the best part. You can get any indie game, any game of any creator as soon as it drops. With console, you just gotta wait it out. You just gotta wait and see until it gets added, and that just kind of sucks. I'm sorry, that's just lame in my opinion, and I don't think people should have to wait so long for a game, because at that point it's just no longer relevant. I don't have a PC. Maybe I'll save up for one and get one someday, who knows. But another thing I wanted to say about horror games is they aren't as popular anymore. Back in the early 2010s, they were really popular on YouTube. I feel like now they don't really rank as much unless you've already got an audience, like say Daz Games or Markiplier. I feel like those are the best best examples I can give most of the time. They've already got an audience, so people will just watch them for them because, you know, they came for their personality. I don't think I'm that interesting, and I don't know what I could possibly do that would be different or grow a channel on horror games. I just don't know how I'd do it. But if you guys do want me to play horror games, I know most of you probably don't want me to. A lot of you would rather me stick to FPS. But for those of you that do, would you rather me convert my main channel, or would you rather me make a completely separate second channel for horror games? You guys let me know. I also wanted to talk about Dead by Daylight briefly because I do actually really like that game. I've been playing it a lot recently. It's been what I've been playing like probably 80% of the time in the past 2 months or 3 months. So, but the thing is with Dead by Daylight, like with all the other ones, it has drawbacks. I feel like the most popular types of content you can make on YouTube regarding Dead by Daylight are probably funny moments or fucking glitches or buffs or nerfs, you know, like sort of like news videos. I don't know. I feel like funny moments are generally what gets the most views. You know, I don't have a group of friends that all play Dead by Daylight that I can make good videos with. So I don't know how that would work. If I was to do it for YouTube, I feel like I'd probably just do news videos. But if we're speaking about, let's say, Twitch, I think Dead by Daylight would be great for casual Twitch streaming. I just don't have a webcam or anything engaging for my stream, you know, like Twitch alerts or donations or anything like that. So I feel like it'd be kind of dead. It'd just be my voice over some Xbox Dead by Daylight gameplay, which is kind of boring, let's face it. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Dead by Daylight. I feel like I would make videos on it, maybe news videos on it, or testing out new nerfs and buffs and updates and stuff like that, or new seasons. But I just don't know if you guys want to see that. But that's all I have to say really regarding horror and Dead by Daylight. But the general consensus of this video, I just want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think I should play? Do you think I should stick with FPS? Do you think I should have FPS and a second channel where I play either Dead by Daylight or horror? Do you think I should make my whole main channel into horror games? I don't know. You guys let me know. What niche would you rather me stick with? Would you rather see news videos from me? Would you rather see montages from me? Would you rather see a random mix? Would you rather see highlights or funny moments, even though, like I said, the chances of me making those are very slim? I don't know. Just let me know. What would you guys rather see me play? FPS or horror or / Dead by Daylight? Because I just don't know which one will do the best for my channel. And honestly, I've not got a very wide palette for FPS games at the moment. There aren't many that sort of grab my interest. Let me know, guys, what you all think. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit long. Hopefully I'm not keeping you guys waiting too long. This video has probably dragged on quite a bit. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully this video was an interesting one. Hopefully you guys could get a bit more insight into my current situation. And yeah, any support on this video would be highly appreciated. Be sure to drop a like if you like. I don't really mind. And yeah, I shall catch you all in the next video, whenever that is. But yeah, goodbye.